What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mike Maxis.
Jolo of the solo variety. You could say a singular Jolo, if you will.
Yep, however you want to say it, however you want to pronounce it. And we are Critical Hit, back at it again with another video.
Now, I know we've all seen it. We've all seen it because nobody's a diehard Xbox anything anymore. We've all seen the PS5 Pro reveal. We knew it was coming. We heard the rumors, murmurs for a while now, and we just real quick want to do a little video.
Want to toss our hat in the ring, man. Get a couple of cents in. You know what I'm saying?
And I just want to see, say this is as you can see the full technical presentation because all I know is that it's been revealed. I haven't seen anything
we know it's been revealed and we know the price and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. But
to it. But
I just want to see what are we talking about here?
What are we talking about? Then we're gonna give our thoughts on it, guys. Right. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
Hi, I'm Mark Cerny.
What's up, Mark?
I'm excited to be here to talk about the newest addition to our console lineup, PlayStation 5 Pro, and how it advances gaming technology. But first, I want to take just a minute to look at what we put in the original PlayStation 5 and how it delivers an exceptional gaming experience. When PS5 debuted in 2020, it brought a lot to the table. 8 Zen 2 CPU cores form the brains of PlayStation 5 and enable high-speed.
I wish we were streaming during that.
Character
I wish we were doing that. Did we ever play that game?
Frame rates that can be as high as
I need to play that
frames
Dynasty Warriors joint. Was it good?
PS5 has a powerful RDNA 2 GPU, which can render anything from intricate details to fantastic worlds with vast panoramas to explore. Ray tracing allows for dramatic visual improvements, including reflections off of water or glass, and the realism that comes from real-time global illumination. Custom SSD can load data at breathtaking speed, resulting in ultra-fast transitions between game worlds and data streaming rates so high that
that
traversal
damn
speeds
game
are
was so
essential.
good, y'all.
Okay? I'm working on it.
Tempest 3.
Oh, you want to talk about pure happiness, y'all? You want to talk about pure absolute bliss?
That
first
intro for Spider-Man 2 is peak.
The only
in
time,
general,
it's peak gaming period. Right,
look,
it's peak art, gaming, and technology all in one.
It's up there in peak Marvel stuff, honestly.
Yeah, no,
it's up there peak Marvel in general, man.
It's only beaten by the Venom level.
Yeah, that Venom level. That's crazy too.
And it's
the fact that we even got to play that was
and that's only arguable because we all was kind of like hoping there would be a Venom level or sort of expecting it. We had no idea Sandman was in the game.
We had no idea the game was gonna open up like that.
Yeah, we had no idea it was gonna open up with it because the last game didn't do that. Like it opened up with Rhino, so we knew it was gonna open up with something big, but we didn't know it was gonna be that.
Yeah, this is awesome.
It's great. This is great.
Audio tech brings an unparalleled sense of immersion to the sound of the games. With audio so real, you may not even need to see the enemies to know exactly where they are. Finally, the DualSense controller has haptics that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside of the game.
I do like the haptics. I do enjoy the haptics.
It's wonderful to see such variety,
especially in like the action games.
Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics.
Like it was like, whatever. But now I like this.
The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second, and that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with: graphics modes. It can be a difficult choice for players. Fidelity modes emphasize the visuals, typically through higher resolution rendering. These modes might also have enhanced detail or use more ray tracing. But the games only run at 30 frames per second. The visuals can be choppier and the controls less responsive. Performance modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity, typically choosing to run at 60 frames per second.
I usually just run it at 60 frames.
Mainly by reducing the graphical detail until...
Now, guys, Can we be honest right now? Can you tell the difference?
Bro, it's like look, let's be completely
Let's
real.
be real. Can you actually tell the difference here? There's more grass in this joint, right?
Like
there's more. Do y'all really need more blades of grass?
Look, let's be honest about it, because realistically, it's just the difference is so minuscule that, like, realistically, are you that close to your display device that minuscule of a difference matters that much to you? Like, man, look, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's not that big of a deal. As far as I'm concerned, it's not that big of a deal for me at all.
It really isn't. Like, okay, she's got the lighting is better on her fucking pants.
Right. It's like, okay.
The gun lighting is like, I can tell the difference, but it's so minor that it's
so minor that it's like, it's not giving me a completely new and different experience or anything. Like,
it's not like this is PS3 graphics, or this is PS3 graphics with 60 frames a second, and this is PS5 graphics at 30. Like, that's not the difference here.
It's like, anytime I've ever played,
her tail's furrier in this one.
Anytime I've ever swapped it between fidelity and performance, it's never made so much of a difference on my experience that I prefer to keep it in one or the other.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
And I always try both in every game. Right. Because it's different in every game. Like, Horizon had, I think, the most stark difference because it has, like, I don't want to say it has the most going on, but, like, the way it's animated.
Yes, I give that to you. Yeah.
They have, like, the motion blur.
Yeah.
Like, kind of baked into the animation of the game. Like, you can't turn the motion blur off.
Yeah,
so,
I hate that, but yeah.
You kind of want that to run at 60 because of that. The way they had it set up in that game. But other than that, like, because otherwise I would start getting nauseous and stuff because it was choppy and blurry. Yeah. And I was like, I'm finna get sick. Because there's a lot of stuff coming at you. You got to have a reaction.
Yeah, I give it to you. That I had a very similar experience. Yeah.
Yeah. So, other than that, like Spider-Man, I didn't really see a difference. Like, and when we say a difference, we're talking strictly on like visual presentation. I can tell the difference between 30 frames to 60 frames. That's why. That's why I always put it on the 60 frames. I'm always on performance.
I
always going for performance because
you're gonna feel that difference immediately.
And it's like, if I really wanted 4K graphics and 60 frames per second, I would play whatever game that I wanted to see that in. I just play it on my $2,000 PC that I got. So.
Look. Yeah.
I'm not expecting my $500 console to output anywhere close to the same level of quality as my $2,000 machine. Made specifically for gaming. Like, I'm not expecting that. And I don't understand why other people are expecting that. If you want that, you're gonna have to pay fucking $700 damn dollars. And that's still a deal compared to what you gotta pay. $700 ain't even gonna give you the graphics card. Like, in a lot of computers. That's not even the graphics card, man. So, I don't know, guys. I really think the community has just kind of adopted the rhetoric from, like, a small group of super technical, nerdy people that aren't normal people. Like, they really give a shit about, the graphics here, the graphics there. I was like, is the game good, dog? Because that's what happened with PS4, is that the first half of the lineup, until we started getting, like, Bloodborne and stuff like that, all the games just looked good, but they were all, like, thin. They were all paper thin. You remember Order 1886?
Yeah.
Game looked amazing. Still looks amazing to this day. Short ass game, barely any gameplay.
Beat that bitch that evening.
Yeah. That game's like 4 hours long or something. So it's like, yo, dog, I'll take this. I'll take games looking like this for the next 10 years if we can get them consistently running at 60 frames.
Yeah.
Because we're getting diminishing returns on the games on the graphics anyway.
Look,
That's just how I feel about it.
Those frame rates can be achieved. When asked to decide on a mode, players are choosing performance about 3/4 of the time. Removing that decision, or at least narrowing that divide, is one of the key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro. We want to give players the graphics that the game creators aspire to, at the high frame rates that players typically prefer. To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves over PlayStation 5 in 3 ways. Here's what we call the Big 3. First, we made the GPU much larger and increased the speed of the memory it uses. The result is rendering that's up to 45% faster.
Okay.
Second, we made major upgrades to the ray tracing, taking a streamlined and accelerated approach that allows calculation of the rays at double or even triple the speeds of PlayStation 5.
Pause, right? So if I buy the PS5 Pro, right, and I load up Black Myth Wukong, and I play that intro on the PS5 Pro, is it gonna be 60 frames a second the whole time?
Shit, hell no. That game can't run 60 frames on performance mode on PS5, on regular PS5. I don't think so. But hey.
But they just said that it was 45% better at rendering stuff.
I mean,
so I would imagine. I would imagine it would drop frames at least 45% less. That's my logic behind it. I don't know if that's. I don't know how sound that logic is. But that's
how true that is. But hey, you know. Going by that math, yes.
Yeah, no, it just makes sense, right? Mathematically speaking.
Finally, we added custom hardware for machine learning and an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR for short. PSSR
The PSSR. Everybody played the PSSR. Fuck yeah.
Just made me roll my eyes.
I need me a band right here with the PlayStation symbol on it.
Oh, what? So this is AI-driven upscaling.
Now that's interesting. I didn't know they had
AI-driven upscaling. Finally, NVIDIA's had this for the longest.
Well, yeah, a lot of this stuff. Consoles had it.
Obviously not. No.
So now our consoles have AI-driven upscaling. Okay, cool.
Analyzes the game images pixel by pixel and can add an extraordinary amount of detail, which boosts the effective resolution of the games. Game creators are adding PS5 Pro support to new and existing titles, and with the Big 3 involved, the results can be pretty amazing, with graphics showing something like fidelity levels of detail, but at double the frame rate. Here's The Last of Us Part 2 running on PS5 Pro. It has huge amounts of detail and targets a super smooth 60 frames per second. Let's compare this to the fidelity mode on PS5, which is only running at 30 frames per second.
Way choppier.
And is therefore much choppier.
That's a stark difference.
As far as performance goes, yeah, no, it is.
As far as the performance, that's a stark difference. Like if you're looking at, because that's my biggest thing. I got a big TV. I can see that shit, man. I don't want my frames, like, even if it's a 30 frames per second, because Spider-Man was 30 frames. It was a smooth 30 frames, though. I can't remember a time where my shit was just dropping frames like that. I think one time during the Black Cat side mission, or I don't know if it's a side mission, but the Black Cat thing.
You jumping through the portals.
We jumped through the portals and stuff. That was dropping frames a little bit.
I switched it over to performance. I'm pretty sure I played Spider-Man 2 in performance mostly.
Yeah, I didn't play the fidelity at all.
I don't remember.
I played it in performance, and it dropped frames just ever so slightly. It wasn't even as bad as that. It wasn't even as bad as that.
I don't even know if mine.
It dropped. You know what it did? It wasn't dropping frames in the specific gameplay. You know that it dropped frames like during the animation where he would go through the portal.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Okay, yeah, I feel you.
But like as soon as you go through the small little cutscene that would happen would drop like 3 or 4 frames or something. It would be like minuscule difference, but it's
goal of delivering almost fidelity-like graphics.
I only noticed it the second time.
Has been achieved for a broad set of titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
Okay, his tendrils look mad gooier in this. Look at this.
Including Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
Damn it. Hold on. Look at that. Okay, that was a perfect shot.
I think that's to do with the ray tracing.
Yeah.
With the way the light shining off of it or whatever.
And you see how blurry it is in the background on the fidelity mode, and it's supposed to be the fidelity mode. Like, you can't even make out the X on the truck. But you see all of that clear as day.
Spider-Man 2. And Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Yeah. See how blurry everything is back there? Now
you're not wrong, but
now the question the question isn't, is there a difference? Because there clearly is. The question is this difference worth $700?
Right. Let's get fucking down to it. As a PS5 owner, let's be real here. Most people are PS5 owner. We struggle. We remember how hard it was when the PS5 first dropped to even get our hands on these damn things. We all remember that. We finally got our hands on this motherfucker. We got a PS5. Is this another $700 of a difference, my man? Let's be real, people. Come on now. I'm not spending that money right now. Not me, man. No.
And you know they're not finna do no Black Friday deals.
Look, I'm about to say, I don't think there's gonna be.
It's dropping November 4th, I think they said. So
we can hope. Maybe but even then, it's like, man.
Even then, it's gonna be like what, $600, $650.
It's like, I don't think that's that, especially with the way America set up economically right now. No, man.
Now, GameStop though. GameStop, I think they still do the thing where you can trade in the old console and get a nice little discount off the new joint. They used to do that, and I think they still do that. If they still do that, they might could knock off a couple $100. They might could knock off at least $100. Cause I mean, I don't need a PS5 regular if I'm getting the Pro, so I was gonna trade it in anyway. Or Game Exchange, they do trade-ins, and a lot of times their trade-ins are better for the value. So I still might go. Here's my hot take. Right? Do I think it's worth $700? No. Am I gonna pay $700 for it when it drops? Probably not. Am I going to get it when it drops? Probably. More than likely, yeah. Because for me personally, dog, I would just prefer the better experience on the better machine. Like, there's newer games coming out. Like, we're talking about, that's the other thing. We're talking about, like, these older games that we've all already played. Like, I'm not going to get a PS5 Pro so I can go back and play Ratchet and Clank. I'm getting the PS5 Pro so I can play the new games that's coming out. Or, when Sparking Zero drops, imagine how much better Sparking Zero is going to run. And I need that game to run at 60 frames a second. And if I can keep the detail, then hell yeah, I want that. That game has to run at 60 frames, though, for us to even be able to play it. Because of how it's a fucking Dragon Ball game. It's like how fast that shit is. So it's like, yo, dog, like I said, personally, I'm still gonna get it. We're gonna have a PS5 Pro so we can tell y'all how it is. We're gonna get it anyway. We're gonna have one anyway. I'm at least gonna have one, right? And you might keep yours for a time, a little longer, and then we can have an actual comparison. So that would,
because it's like I don't use my more than likely I'm buying and playing stuff on my PC. I'm more like I don't use my PS5 nearly enough to justify me getting the Pro right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. And only real games I play on PC are like Game Pass games. So like, cause I got Game Pass on PC, I'm not gonna go buy a PC game. Like, I play League of Legends, and don't have to pay for that game, even though I've spent hundreds of dollars in that game. And I'm not even like afraid to say it. I've spent hundreds of dollars on League of Legends since 2009. And I only really play, as far as PC games, like I'm not really going to be playing Call of Duty when it drops on PC. Like I'm going to play it on PC, like because it's going to be on Game Pass. So I'm going to play that version. But like the version that I'm streaming or whatever is more than likely going to be on, it depends. I'm going to try both.
But it's like me, more than likely, I'm gonna probably primarily be playing it on PC. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah, nah. Like as far as it goes for me,
I might be playing Black Ops 6 on PC when I stream too, because it just makes sense. Because it's like I'm already streaming on the machine, so it's like let me just go ahead and do that. That's what I got the computer for anyway, you know. So yeah, no.
As far as it goes for me, I'm not making $700 worth of money to just be blowing it on this increase of quality and experience. It's not nearly enough for me to justify in my head spending their money on this.
Nah,
not for me. No. It depends on how much I can get back through trading this PS5. Right. If it knocks off enough, then I mean, sure, okay. But like, man, no.
Obviously, the most consumer friendly and the most ideal thing would be GameStop. I mean, granted, it'll probably put GameStop out of business, but if GameStop was like, "Hey, you trade in your old console, we'll give you $200 off,"
make it way more justifiable in my head, definitely. Than them just putting this on the table and be like, here's the new $700 console.
What price point? Okay, we've already established that we don't like the price. What price point would we have preferred? Because I was not expecting it to be another $500 console. I wasn't expecting the PS5 Pro to be $500. Because the PS5 is still currently $500. Like today. I can go to Target and buy a PS5, and it's gonna be $499. So I knew it was at least gonna be $600.
I was like for me,
I was thinking $600, $650, some shit like that. These folks said $700. That's crazy.
Right? It's like for me, I don't think any price would have been enough for it because we spent so much time with this console not having any real games. It feels like we haven't had enough time with this console to begin with. It feels like a really fast drop of a PS5 Pro in general.
I mean, it's only been 4 years, and
right?
But it's supposed to be a mid-gen upgrade, and we're in mid-gen.
I mean, I guess, but it's still.
I mean,
it still sucks that this has to happen. That in their mind, this has.
When
did
the PS4 Pro drop? 2018.
I can't recall off the top of my head. I don't know.
I know I got one. I got a PS4 Pro when Spider-Man dropped. So
I never got a PS4 Pro.
I got one.
Never got it.
I got one almost immediately.
The PS4 Pro was announced September 7th, 2016, released November 10th, 2016.
Okay, so the PS4 dropped 2013. So the PS4 Pro dropped literally 3 years after the PS4.
Yeah.
So, and this is 4 years later.
Like I said,
but the problem is the reason why it feels that way, which is what my point was getting at. We ain't had no fucking games, bro.
Look, I'm about to say it don't feel like even half.
That's because we've had half the amount of games in 4 years that we got in 3 years in the PS4 generation. That's right. The fucking reason.
Yeah, that's the big thing. That's the big reason right there.
Y'all ain't put out enough games to justify this. And y'all didn't show us no games.
Like look, more than likely, I mean, what they're gonna end up doing is how it ended up handling the original PS4 4 in the PS4 Pro. Not getting it because I just can't. Like this, the PS5 for me runs fine.
Next year, I feel like this. You could probably justify getting it next year during Black Friday because then it'll probably be $500.
Yeah. Maybe at some point like that. But until then, y'all, I can't fuck with this. I can't fuck with this too heavy, dog. I can't fuck with this too heavy at all.
But we're going to watch the rest of this presentation.
Let's get through this presentation.
We can see that PS5 Pro is close to doubling the power of PlayStation 5. Another way to compare the two consoles is to look at PS5 Pro versus Performance Mode on PS5, both of which target 60 frames per second. What we see here is a difference in detail. PS5 Pro is much sharper and crisper than PS5. For this, my favorite is the parade scene from Ratchet & Clank. Distant details are much clearer. And here, we can see Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is noticeably higher resolution throughout the scene, including the trees and procedural cars. So overall, some remarkable improvement to the games. On PS5 Pro, we can see increased sharpness to the graphics or smoother and more responsive gameplay. This is the big three showing their value. As you've been seeing, machine learning via the PSSR library is being used quite broadly to add pixel detail and boost frame rate. But there are as many approaches as there are game engines. The increase in raw GPU power is being especially effective for Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah, let's see
Apart
that.
from the detail boost, that extra graphics power is allowing for improvements to lighting and visual effects.
Not gonna lie, that does look good. There's a lot going on
as
in
well
that
as
game.
to the hair and the skin in cinematics.
Open up, guys. Drawer
There's a lot going on at every frame, bro.
Every frame, there's a lot.
Ray tracing is finding broad usage as well.
That's a really good
Particularly
game.
when
That
games
game
are focused on higher frame rates. The faster hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference. Allowing Gran Turismo 7 to add ray-traced reflections between the cars in gameplay, while continuing to support their targeted 60 frames per second. That boost in ray tracing is also delivering big wins for Hogwarts Legacy,
Damn.
allowing not only for better reflections and a greater variety of reflective surfaces, but also for further realism in the casting of shadows. I hope you've enjoyed this run-through of the technology behind PlayStation 5 Pro. Simply put, it's the most powerful console we've ever built, and a worthy addition to the PS5 family. Let me wrap this up by giving you a quick look at a number of games running on the new console.
You'll never
Don't worry, man. I'm gonna get one anyway, and we'll see.
So, and also another question: is this bigger? Is it like
It's smaller.
It's smaller. Okay, I was like, I didn't know. I didn't have a size.
It's the same height.
Okay, I was about to say,
Thinner.
if this motherfucker taller,
Close your eyes. It'll be worth it.
Okay.
Did I do it? Oh, what is this? What's with all the neon?
Where's Stellar Blade at? I want to see the cheeks and Stellar
yeah,
Blade.
look,
like,
look,
November
that-
7th.
They had to be the determiner. See
That
the
would have been
cheeks.
if they
The
would have
cheeks.
just no.
That would have been the seller. Y'all fucked up.
If y'all would have put Stellar Blade next to it, I think we would have been able to sell more consoles. And
Yeah, we got somebody's spot for sure.
I would have bought it anyway, but
Yeah.
wait a minute. What does that say?
What?
Vertical stand sold separately. Excuse me?
You gotta pay separately for the vertical stand.
How much is the fucking vertical stand? This came with a stand.
Look, the base one came with a stand.
Nah.
Yeah, what up? Because it did come with a stand. The base one. How much is the pro vertical stand gonna be?
$30.
Goddamn. Goddamn. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Sony.
The strength.
Sony. Let me tell you something.
That motherfucker said, "Give me your money."
$730 for a console, dog. A mid-generation upgrade console.
God damn.
You want me to pay $730 for this?
Damn. Good fucking Lord.
$730.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like I said, it feels unjustified. It feels really
You want people?
unjustified.
Fuck me. You
Fuck
want
me.
people? Because I can pay $730. I can afford it. It isn't about can I afford it. People can't afford this shit.
Look, I'm just saying, it's not.
We can't
This
afford a
isn't feasible.
$700 emergency.
You know, look, $700 emergency.
Now, for all intents and purposes, this can be classified and looked at as a luxury item.
Yeah, true.
So we can assume that the audience that cares about this much isn't the masses. I don't think they're trying to get the masses to replace their PS5 consoles, especially at this price point.
True enough. They better not.
I don't think that's what they're aiming for.
They better not be, because it'd be a failure.
This is the high-end version of your PlayStation. So for the people that have been complaining about the choppiness and the frame rate and the fidelity mode and all of that, right?
Right.
This is for them.
Right. Yeah.
Because those are the same people that also have the money to build console or build PCs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. True enough. Yeah.
So in that regard, then this is fine. In that regard, if you think about it like that, this is fine. Because it's not like they're saying the PS5 is going to be obsolete and we're not going to make games for it.
True enough.
Like,
yeah.
they're not forcing anybody to buy this like, I'm just playing, let's just offer some counter logic here.
Right.
Because we already know we don't like this price point. We already know it's not worth.
We already know it's not worth.
We're here. We've already established that. Now, moving the conversation forward, though, like, who is this for? This is for who I just described. Like, hell, it's for people like me who was like, well, I was gonna get it regardless because I like having new tech, and we run a YouTube channel now, so I kind of want to get it to talk about it on the YouTube channel. Because at the end of the day, this is gonna be a tax write-off. This $730 because this is the business. So I was just gonna write it off on the taxes anyway. But that's me. For the rest of the people out here who aren't doing content and aren't, economically able to afford this fucking console on a whim like this, and then it's in November. That's 2 months from now.
Right. Right.
That is, you're asking somebody who's probably already living paycheck to paycheck. Now, this is assuming that they're trying to get everybody or as many people as possible.
Right.
Assuming that, you're asking a person in today's economy. We're in Trump's economy right now.
Yeah, we're still in Trump's economy.
We're in post-COVID economy, Trump's economy. Dog. Nobody's gonna, you're asking them, okay, I gotta put away. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. So if I want this console day one, First of all, good luck.
Yeah,
because you already know this to be sold out immediately.
Right. Yeah, good luck.
First of all, good luck with that. Second of all, you're gonna have to put away $100 7 times, and then I don't even know what day November 7th is on. Is that a Friday? If that's a Friday, then you gotta. Hopefully, you've put away at least $600 since today, right? By then. And now you only got to pay $130 out of your next check. That's $130 out of your check for this game. And that's if you were able to save it. That's if nothing in between today and those 2 months doesn't happen to where you got to dip into that.
Right.
Which we all know happens a lot.
Yeah, all the time. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Imagine you get $500 saved up for your PlayStation, and then your car goes.
Right. Here he goes. Look,
guys.
Man,
I ain't gonna lie. The stand kind of pissed me off. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The stand kind of bothers me because I don't want my PS5 laying down. I don't want it laying down. I just don't. It doesn't look like it's supposed to be laying down. It looks like
it doesn't. It doesn't look like it's supposed to be. But
it looks like it's gonna break if you lay it down or something. Like now, and it doesn't have a disk drive. So
yeah, no, that's another thing. You also kind of lose. You technically still losing value there because it doesn't even have a disk drive if you're that type of person. And I know there's still a lot of those people still.
And I know the PS5 without the disk drive was like $100 less.
Right, it was cheaper. Was the big thing. That was like the big thing with it. It wasn't the fact that they had the option. It was the fact it was cheaper.
So I don't mind the fact that the PS5 Pro is digital only. It's just like, why is it?
You know, why isn't it?
It could have been the same price as the PS5, or like, or it's like I said, $600. I would have been fine with that.
You know.
$700 is $730 is what you're asking me for because I'm getting the fucking stand. So you're asking me for $730 for a mid-gen upgrade, and man, despite the fact that I'm gonna get it anyway, I don't like that.
I'm gonna get it, but I'm not gonna fucking like it.
I'm gonna get it, but I'm not gonna like it. I'm not gonna like it one bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to trade because I know I'm going to get at least $100 knocked off of it, and it'll make it a little bit more tolerable of a price. Yeah, no.
Yeah. But
other than that, this ain't worth it, guys.
Yeah.
I would wait, like I told Jaren, wait till next year, Black Friday, get that jump for $500.
All right, but on that note, for y'all who are denying y'all are going to get it, and we all know you're going to get it. Let's be real here. A lot of y'all motherfuckers are going to get it.
Yeah, a lot of y'all know about it.
There's a lot of people that are just not the smartest or the best at making decisions. Y'all know y'all going to get it.
Or they got enough money to just get it.
Or they just got it like that. So, we can all talk about them. They can talk to us. We can all talk to each other about this mid-gen upgrade. Down below in the comment section because this is I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I'm upset, but I'm not as upset as somebody who might, you know what I'm saying, really
We're gonna definitely get the console and do a review of it. Obviously I'm gonna be mentioning my points again and reiterating them during that review. Yeah, guys, this stinks. This isn't good.
It's a thing that's happening, whether we want it to or not,
and it's not.
We can't really stop it.
Not the best.
We have no power to stop. We can only cry and outrage online.
Not the best price point. So we're gonna be kicking our feet and stomping. And then I'm gonna buy it kicking and screaming. But yeah. Look, guys. This has been great. We appreciate everybody who likes, comments, subscribes.
Every single person that interacts with any of these videos, we appreciate the hell out of y'all. Thank you.
We get back to y'all pretty much immediately on the comments, like as soon as we see it. Yeah, man. Let's fight about it in the comment section, or if you agree with us, let's talk about it in the comment section.
Look, if you're somebody who wants to defend this, let's hear some justifications, please. I genuinely need some to make myself feel better at this point.
But yeah, we're gonna go get some snacks from the gas station, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.